And he talked about that hard landing. Fox 13's Shannon Mulaire, the only reporter who spoke with him last night. And Shannon, as you know, he was larger than life and so accommodating and always willing to talk with us. And last night he complained about things coming off of the cargo holds, but still was jovial.
Yeah, absolutely. In a great mood. And this is, Deborah, undoubtedly a very tough day for May's family and friends. At just 50 years old, his death came as a shock to many, including us. Just over 24 hours ago, I interviewed Mays as he stepped off a flight in Tampa. He told me after 2 weeks away, he was glad to be back home.
Everything was good until...
In what's believed to be his last television interview, Saturday evening, pitchman, father, and husband Billy Mays told us he was relieved to be home again, just hours after getting off a plane that had a bumpy landing.
He used a lot of runway, so we're very fortunate to be here, getting our bags here a couple hours later.
I was going to say it's been a little while, but glad to be back on solid ground. Right?
Glad to be back on solid ground.
A few hours prior, Mays was on flight 1241, arriving in Tampa from Philadelphia. The front tire under the nose of the plane blew out, causing a momentary panic, though officials say no one was seriously hurt.
All of a sudden, as we hit, it was just the hardest hit. All the top, things from the ceiling start dropping, and it hit me on the head, but I got a hard hit. So
for Mays, arriving in Tampa was a homecoming after a whirlwind couple of weeks away from his family. He told us he was tired, but happy to be home.
Now, were you traveling for business, pleasure?
I've been going for 2 weeks straight. I just came from the Conan O'Brien show. Just did an OxyClean commercial up in Philly, and on my way back home to have surgery on my hip Monday. So if that's the toughest part of it.
Then you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That was the end of our interview.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
All right.
Mays reached down to gather his belongings and walked off, headed towards home. As you heard, Mays told me earlier he was scheduled for hip surgery tomorrow, but according to police, his family says he didn't have any other health problems. But of course, we won't be able to know those things for a few more days, and just a tough situation.
Obviously, a lot of questions still to be answered by the medical examiner. And it sounded like he was tired. He mentioned he was tired after 2 weeks on the road, but it seemed like he was fine.
Seemed like he was fine, and like you mentioned, a jovial guy, and yes, he was tired, but hey, we'll do an interview, and was happy to talk to us. So.
And always so much fun to be around as well.
Absolutely.
And to watch on television.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Shannon. Much more tonight at 10.